American lagers. So I've been on a lager kick lately, and I thought, what the hey, let's try an American lager, because a lot of the people that I know are not craft beer aficionados, so they're not beer geeks like me. So I thought I'd try this and introduce them to something a little bit lighter. So here it is. I don't know if I'm going to do it again, but I'm glad I did it this one time. I think it turned out okay.
Well, now, were you inspired by that flight of lagers we judged at the state fair?
Not so much as that, as the first time that I judged was Sweetheart's Revenge, like a year or two ago, and there was one American lager in that flight, and it was really good. And since then, it kind of been back in my mind to do an American lager, so just kind of,
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking the same thing because, as we always say, there's nowhere to hide. And I don't know, there's something really just satisfying to me now for just a good light lager.
Yeah.
You throw down 3-4 of them.
Yeah.
No big problem.
Yep. Yeah, I know and that was another thing is, of course, it's summer, and I didn't want to do, I've got stouts and browns and all these other, lots of Belgians on my to-do list, and I didn't feel like doing all that and have a nice heavy beer for summer like a typical person. So, just stick with a lager. And like I said, I've been on a lager kick lately. Pressure fermented. So.
And I also was thinking that I wonder if the number of entries in the lager categories in homebrew competitions would be statistically lower than the other categories. Because you need additional equipment in most cases. Just you'd have less competition.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think people are kind of intimidated by them too because of the more equipment, and they know that there's nowhere to hide on them. So,
if only there was a podcast or a video series that would show them they can use pressure.
Just take the fear out of lagering. So, but anyway, so what do you think? I don't know.
So I like it. I mean, the only fault I have with it is it needs more carbonation. To me, it should. I just think it should have kind of a bite to it, be that carbonated, and if it were that carbonated, it would, because it's a little sweet, a little on the sweet side, it would take that sweetness out, and I think it'd be dead on. Yeah. And I would choose this over a Budweiser or, anything like that any day.
Yeah. So I can't disagree with anything you just said. So the other day I tried it, and I thought the carbonation was kind of there because it was giving me a little bit of a bite, and it was refreshing. Tonight, not so much. I think it's just a matter of, you saw how it poured. I poured my glass first, and it was that much head. So I think I just need to tweak tweak the pressure maybe. So, I don't know. But this one, the more I think about it, I'll get to the recipe here in a second. I'm almost thinking this might be a pre-prohibition lager.
I could see that.
So, because it's got a lot of, let me talk about the recipe real quick, and then we can discuss. So it has 3.5 pounds of 2-row, 3.5 pounds of 6-row, half a pound of flaked corn, and a half a pound of flaked rice. Okay, so
I think the percentages are off. It's rice and corn light.
Well, I followed the recipe I found.
Well, I mean, compared to other American lager, because I think it could be up to 40%.
It can be up to, So
not that you have to. But,
but I could see that, and so that might be. But I was thinking it as a pre-pro because of the 6-row, because I think the 6-row is what's really giving it kind of that grainy, kind of, I don't know, meatiness to this beer. It might be the corn too. But I think the 6-row is really contributing to it. That's just my opinion. I'd be interested to try a similar recipe to this, but not use a 6-row, just use 2-row or Pilsner or something. Yeah. Let's see how that turns out. So, but I don't know. But it definitely has a lot of flavor.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you. Like I said, I think the carbonation would just balance out a little more and lighten it up a little bit. But I can absolutely see where you think it's a pre-prohibition lager rather than an American lager.
Yeah. So... But
I recently had a really good pre-prohibition lager at a local homebrew competition, and it reminds me a lot of it.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. So we were as we were discussing this, the topic came. Actually, I met him and
Mike Madsen.
You might remember him from previous episodes at the Homebrew store when I was buying the ingredients for this, and I was looking for the flaked rice. The flaked corn was pretty easy to find, but the flaked rice was kind of hidden. So that kind of started the discussion of, what is flaked rice? What is flaked corn? Why is what's torrefied rice? What's torrefied corn? What are the differences? And so I looked into it a little bit today. And just basically, you flaked. So, where to start?
How about flakes? Let's start with flakes.
Well, for either one of them, you have to, just for it to be a mashable starch, you have to bring it up to gelatinization, past the gelatinization point. So it's like over 500, where I think for both of them that's about, like 143 to 170 in that range for both of them to start, the enzymes to start kicking in. Or not the enzymes, but the...
So when they say flake, that involves the cooking as well.
So the flake is the process that they do after they heat it up.
Oh, okay.
So they either heat it up with steam and it pops like corn puffs or puffed wheat. That's called torrefication, torrefying. That's torrefied rice, whatever. And then the flakes they just heat it up with steam and then roll it out.
Okay. Because I know flaked oats in your homebrew store are rolled oats in the grocery store.
Yep.
They're the exact same thing. And that's the process they use with that is they steam it and then they flatten it.
So it's the same thing that they do with flaked corn, flaked rice. Yeah.
Okay. So it's been gelatinized. It doesn't require a cereal mash.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So the cereal mash, for those of you unaware, I wasn't. I had to look this up, but it looks like even a bigger pain in the ass than decocting.
Really?
Yeah. To me, it does.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I don't want to say the same process, but you have to take the mill the grains, mill the rice, whatever. Make a thin mash. I'm reading this kind of almost verbatim from, I found that, I think, on Beersmith, their blog. You make a thin mash.
We can provide a link to the article if we can find it again down below.
Oh, yeah, I should be able to find it pretty easily. And then you take it to the target of like 143 to 170, wherever. They're different for each type of grain. You hold that for 20 minutes, then you bring it up to a boil it for 20 minutes, and then you introduce that into your regular mash. So you have to use the decoction calculator to make sure that you don't go over. And so I was like, man, that is a big
I think I'll buy the flake stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I don't know. Hey, I love brewing. Why not add another 40 minutes to it?
Well, maybe just add that to your bucket list. I don't know. It's like, let me try that. Let me do a cereal mash this time.
One time.
Yeah. Just to say you did it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. So then the topic came up before, is like you'd said that you used instant oats or rolled oats in brewing. So I think as I was researching this, people said they've successfully used minute rice instead of flaked or torrefied rice in brewing. So
which would make sense because you want to pre-cook it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they pre-cook rolled oats because, I mean, steel-cut oats take forever to cook.
Take hours,
rolled oats don't take any time.
Yeah.
And then quick oats, they dice them up and steam them some more.
Yeah.
And that's, even quicker.
Yeah. So the minute rice. Now, as I was reading a little bit more, I guess they also add some salt, I think, to minute rice, just a little tiny bit. And so just to add to the flavor. So
so it might give you a little...
Yeah, just take that in consideration.
Yeah.
I was looking at it was like a 0% daily value. It was like 5 grams or something per serving, or 5 milligrams per serving. It was very low. And then, the corn I couldn't find a good... I saw some people say instant grits would work.
Okay.
I can maybe see that.
Yeah, because I mean that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm thinking of wheat. What's the wheat cereal? I mean, it's not right, but
the wheat cereal.
Yeah, hot cereal. It's like oatmeal.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just let us know. But it's not oats. It's not corn, so we shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah. Although they do have They have all different types of grains that are torrefied and flaked, and they have flaked rice, and obviously wheat. Because the one example that I said about torrefied, when you torrefy a grain, is what is it? Sugar puffs. You know, the one with the bear, and that's torrefied. Yep, torrefy the wheat because it pops. And it's gets all big, and then they just put sugar and crap on it.
Okay, more sugar.
Yeah. So, because the stuff that comes in naturally, that's not enough for not for us Americans, man. So, but yeah, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Then I think they were also saying that Cheetos is torrefied corn.
Huh.
I mean, maybe originally it was, but now it's probably just corn mush
extruded through a mold.
Comes out.
Spray painted to dry it. Or maybe they just take styrofoam. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Cheetos. I like eating them.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. So
yeah, those pirate booty things are really good too. But I mean, we're kind of going off
the rails a little bit. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's cereal mashing, torrefication,
and
lagering, flaking. Man.
And of course, the story I always heard is that due to restrictions on barley during World War II, that's when we started adding rice and corn to our beers to get around that. And then the GIs came home and they didn't want heavier beers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, that seems passes the sniff test. It seems reasonable.
Yeah, but I think we're recovering now.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't brew it again, to be honest with you.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'll brew this, like I said, I don't know if I'll do this recipe. I might do just straight 2-row, and we'll see how that goes. Basically, or just do like a Pilsner with a crap ton of rice and corn.
Did you have to do anything special with the 6-row?
No, it's malted. So.
And is 6-row, it doesn't have a lot of diastatic power?
I thought it had more.
Oh, it's more. Okay.
I think so.
And there wasn't no weird mash schedule you got to do with it, right?
Not that I followed.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I should have. But I was talking to Mike Madsen. I guess he said that a lot of people who distill use 6-row.
Yeah.
So that's why one of the reasons they have it. I guess otherwise they probably wouldn't carry it because not too many brewers use it. So, which led to the diastatic.
Yeah.
So I could see where.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume they would modify it like all the other grains, so that it wouldn't need weird mashes.
But, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think they. I don't know if it's any different. Yeah. I'll have to look that up. That's a good question. So maybe we'll put it in here or something.
Yeah. Well, even with the lower carbonation, I think it's a very tasty beer. Yeah. I suggest you make it again.
All right, fair enough.
And often.
I appreciate the feedback. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Who knows? But anyway, I got nothing else.
Yeah.
So subscribe,
bell,
whatever. Comment.
Yeah, that'd be great. Comments are awesome.
Yeah.
We love those.
Or
suggestions.
Or those suggestions.
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah. If you got nothing else.
No.
Cheers. Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes. As the case may be.